Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force.
The Force?
And the Force is what gives the Jedi his power. It's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us, it penetrates us, it binds the galaxy together.
There was a very important anthropologist. He's the one with whom my works begin, you might say. He was a world traveler and recognized very soon that there were certain motifs that appeared in all of the religions and all the mythologies of the world. Such an idea, for example, as a spiritual power.
When I make the films, I'm very aware of the fact that I'm teaching on a much larger scale. I put the Force into the movies in order to try to awaken a certain kind of spirituality. I see Star Wars as taking all of the issues that religion represents and trying to distill them down into a more modern and more easily accessible construct that people can grab onto to accept the fact that there is a greater mystery out there.
So are we going to learn a lot more about the Big Bang because we're going back so far in time?
Well, it could potentially tell us some of the conditions in the early universe that could make some inferences as to the Big Bang, but it will certainly tell us what the early universe was like, how that early universe fostered galaxy formation. And the other big question that Webb is fully capable of answering is looking for planets around other stars, exoplanets, that may have signs of biomarkers, signs of elements or compounds that either are produced by life or necessary for life. So when you think about it, it's possibly, addressing two of the most fundamental questions in astronomy. How did it all begin? And are we alone?
So what everybody wants to find is methane. If you found natural gas, it might mean that there's living things producing it. Whoa.
And where you should not. For my ally is the Force. And a powerful ally it is. Life creates it. Makes it grow. Its energy surrounds us and binds us. Luminous beings, though, not this crude matter. You must feel the Force around you. Here, between you, me, the tree, the rock, everywhere.
Because the main source of methane here on Earth is living things, bacteria. So if we find a star with a planet, with an atmosphere that has methane, we might infer that there was life out there, which would change everything. It would change the way you and I feel about being alive. Because all of us have wondered where we all came from. Are we alone in the cosmos? Or is there some other living thing out there with its own James Webb Space Telescope looking at us, trying to answer the same question?
The first time I saw Earth from space was on the space shuttle. I remember floating there just thinking about, oh my gosh, everything is connected. I think the perspective is one of like a reality check, of seeing this thing you thought you knew from being right down in it, on it, in a whole new way. And realizing that, oh my gosh, that is a planet, and I am farther away from it than I ever likely will be. And I feel like more a part of everything that's down there than I had when I was right in the middle of it. And it's kind of that, I don't really know what infinity is, but maybe that's what infinity is.
What is the mind of God that Albert Einstein chased after for 30 years of his life? Einstein wanted an equation that would unify gravity, the electromagnetic force, and the two nuclear forces. He wanted unification of all four forces into one theory, a simple idea that encapsulates the entire universe. Each time a force was unraveled, it changed human history. And now, We want to put the whole thing together into the God equation, fulfilling Einstein's original dream.
I asked my mother, I said, well, there's only one God, why are there so many religions? I've been pondering that question ever since, and it would seem to me that the conclusion I've come to is that all the religions are true.
What do you see?
They just see a different part of the elephant.
The island. Life. Death and decay that feeds new life. Warmth. Cold. Peace. Violence.
And between it all,
Balance. And energy. A force.
and inside you.
Inside me. That same force.
The discoveries that are going to be made in the coming weeks and months and years will be astonishing. And I say all the time, my grandparents didn't know there was relativity. It wouldn't surprise me if in the next 10 or 30 years there's some discovery about dark energy and how these things interact that will change everything. That wouldn't surprise me.
Behind the gains of the 20th century are not only science and secularism, but also the unrecognized and unacknowledged spiritual workings of the life and teaching of Jesus of Nazareth.